Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. We all dream of living a long life, but more importantly, we dream of living a quality life. Yet, many people find themselves facing unexpected struggles in their golden years, not because of loud disasters, but because of quiet mistakes that accumulate over time. Proactive health and mental care are not optional luxuries. They are the foundation upon which a thriving life after 70 is built. The human body is incredibly resilient, but it's not invincible. Every decade adds a little more wear, a little more vulnerability, but also a chance for deeper wisdom and better choices. The danger lies not in a sudden health crisis, but in the slow, quiet neglect that builds over time. Missing routine checkups, ignoring mild discomfort, skipping prescribed medication. These small decisions don't feel like much in the moment, but they snowball. High blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, these don't show up overnight. They often come from years of silent buildup, often with signs we choose to ignore. Taking charge of your health begins with awareness. Know your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and understand what they mean. Ask questions. Don't let confusion or fear keep you from understanding your own body. Move your body every single day. Walking, stretching, light resistance training. These aren't just activities, they're investments. Your muscles, bones, joints, and heart respond to movement like a plant to water. They strengthen, adapt, and thrive. A sedentary life may feel easier in the moment, but the cost comes later in the form of pain, stiffness, and dependence. Nutrition is your fuel. After 70, your body processes food differently. Empty calories from sugar or heavily processed foods will rob you of energy and invite illness. Whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains are not just healthy options, they're healing tools. Hydration, too, becomes critical. Many seniors live in a state of chronic dehydration without realizing it, leading to fatigue, confusion, and greater risk of falls. Every glass of water is a quiet act of self-care. Mental health is just as vital. Depression and anxiety don't disappear with age. Sometimes they grow stronger. Retirement, loss of loved ones, physical limitations. They all place emotional pressure on even the strongest person. Ignoring your mental health doesn't make it go away. It allows it to fester. Seek support. Speak to someone. Read, journal, meditate. Engage your mind with new challenges. Learn a new skill. Pick up a hobby, stay curious. Cognitive decline isn't inevitable. Your brain, like your body, is shaped by how you use it. Proactive care, both mental and physical, doesn't just extend life, it elevates it. It replaces fear with strength, fatigue with energy, and vulnerability with empowerment. Human beings are social creatures. The second quiet destroyer of life after 70 is isolation, and its effects are often more damaging than physical illness. We underestimate the power of a conversation, a handshake, a shared laugh. When connection fades, purpose dims. It happens slowly. A few friends move away, family gets busy, routines change, and suddenly silence becomes normal. That silence is dangerous. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness increases the risk of dementia, heart disease, and even early death. But more than that, it steals joy. Staying connected requires intentional effort. Reach out. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a club, volunteer. Attend community events. It might feel awkward at first, especially if you're introverted or have been out of social circles for a while. But every new connection is a spark. That spark fuels emotional resilience and keeps the spirit alive. Relationships give us identity. They remind us that we matter, that we are seen, valued, and loved. Beyond relationships, Purpose is another pillar. Retirement doesn't mean retreat. You may have stepped away from your job, but your value doesn't expire. Teach what you know. Mentor, write, build, create. Do something that pulls you forward, that gives you a reason to wake up with energy. Purpose brings momentum. It doesn't have to be grand. Even small tasks with meaning can ignite motivation. A garden to tend, a neighbor to help, a story to share. These are not trivial acts. They are lifelines to fulfillment. When you care for your health and nurture your connection with others, you don't just survive, you thrive. And after 70, thriving is the real goal. Financial planning and adaptability are often overlooked when thinking about long-term well-being, yet they play a crucial role in maintaining peace and dignity in later years. Money is not just about currency or numbers in a bank account. It's about security, options, and freedom. Many people enter their 70s with regrets about financial decisions made decades earlier. But what's more dangerous than past mistakes are the financial habits and blind spots that continue unnoticed. Overspending, failing to track expenses, or avoiding conversations about retirement planning may seem like small missteps, but they can quietly drain resources and create a sense of panic when stability should be the goal. Understanding your financial picture is the first step. It's never too late to gain clarity. Know what you own, what you owe, what you spend, and what you need to live comfortably. Avoiding the topic won't make problems disappear. Facing it head-on gives you power. Seek help if needed. Speak to a financial advisor, even if just once. Ask the hard questions about long-term care, emergency funds, insurance, and estate planning. These aren't just bureaucratic tasks. They're your protection, your voice when you can't speak, your structure when chaos threatens to take over. Small adjustments can make a big difference. Downsizing your home, reducing unnecessary expenses, or simplifying your lifestyle can relieve tremendous financial pressure. These choices are not about limitation. They're about liberation. The freedom to spend your time and energy on what matters instead of stressing over every dollar. It's about replacing fear with foresight. Being adaptable is part of financial resilience. The world is changing. Technology has altered how we shop, bank, communicate, and live. Those who resist change often find themselves more dependent, more isolated, and less in control. Embracing change, learning to manage online banking, understanding new healthcare systems, or navigating digital tools is not just about convenience. It's about survival. It's about remaining self-sufficient, confident, and capable in an ever-evolving environment. Adaptability isn't something you lose with age. It's something you strengthen through practice and courage. Letting go of emotional baggage is one of the most powerful forms of self-care as you grow older. Bitterness, resentment, guilt, and regret are emotional weights that become heavier with time. You may not notice their full effect until your body is tired and your mind seeks peace, only to find itself locked in the past. Emotional wounds left unhealed don't stay still. They quietly erode joy, color your outlook, and affect relationships. Forgiving others isn't about letting them off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of pain they caused. It's a gift you give yourself. That pain may be justified. Maybe someone truly wronged you. Maybe life didn't turn out how you hoped, but carrying that burden into your later years does nothing but slow you down. Emotional well-being is just as critical as physical health. Anger, bitterness, and regret create stress, and stress attacks your immune system, disrupts sleep, and increases the risk of illness. Choosing peace is not weakness, it is strength. It means deciding that your inner world will no longer be ruled by what others did to you. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing not to relive the hurt every day. It's making space for joy, love, and presence. The same applies to forgiving yourself. So many people carry guilt into old age, replaying choices they can't undo. But you are not defined by your worst decisions. You are not trapped in a story that can't evolve. Every new day is a chance to rewrite the narrative, to be kinder, more generous, more whole. Letting go is a conscious act, and it may require help. Speaking with a counselor, writing letters never sent, meditating, praying. Whatever path speaks to your heart, take it. Because the peace you seek is not in the past. It's within reach now, in the present moment, when you decide to lay your burdens down. You have earned the right to peace. Now give yourself permission to claim it. Staying physically and mentally active is one of the most powerful choices you can make to protect your independence, energy, and sense of purpose after 70. The biggest myth is that slowing down is inevitable and irreversible. While aging brings natural changes, decline is not destiny. The body and mind thrive on use. Muscles remain stronger when exercised, joints stay more flexible when moved, and the brain stays sharper when challenged. A sedentary life invites stiffness, weakness, and forgetfulness not because of age alone, but because the body and mind have been underused. Physical activity does not mean you need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. It means moving with intention. Walking daily can improve cardiovascular health, strengthen bones, and improve balance. Gentle stretching or yoga can reduce joint pain and increase mobility. Resistance exercises, even using body weight or light bands, help preserve muscle and fight off frailty. Every movement counts. Every step is an investment in your freedom and vitality. Movement sends a signal to your body, I still need you, stay strong. The brain works the same way. It craves novelty, challenge, and engagement. If the mind is left idle, it starts to wander, lose focus, and become disorganized. This doesn't mean you're destined for decline. It means your brain needs exercise too. Reading books, solving puzzles, learning new skills, and even having thoughtful conversations stimulate neural pathways and encourage cognitive resilience. Learning something new after 70 isn't just impressive, it's essential. It reminds your brain that it's still alive, still capable, still evolving. Routine can be comforting, but too much routine dulls the senses. Changing your environment, exploring new hobbies, or simply taking different routes during your walks sparks new connections in the brain. Staying mentally and physically active is about more than preserving function. It's about staying engaged in life, staying curious, staying passionate. Energy is not something you lose because of age. It's something you either use or let fade. It's never too late to take back your energy. You might feel tired, sore, or unsure where to start. Start where you are. Do what you can. Progress is not measured in speed, but in consistency. One walk, one book, one act of learning. You are not defined by your age, but by how you choose to live each day. The idea that it's too late to change is one of the most damaging lies a person can believe. There is a quiet pressure in society that tells people after a certain age their chance is gone. Their dream, their growth, their next chapter. This belief kills ambition. It silences creativity. It traps people in a story that no longer fits. You are not too old to change. You're just experienced enough to do it with clarity, wisdom, and strength. Change doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful. It might be waking up earlier to write your thoughts. It might be deciding to eat better, to speak more kindly to yourself, to forgive someone who hurt you. It might be enrolling in a class, learning how to use new technology, or reaching out to someone you've lost touch with. Change is made of small, courageous choices that compound into transformation. You are capable of more than you believe. The pain of past failures does not cancel the promise of today. You've learned. You've survived. You've grown. That makes you powerful. The question is not whether change is possible. The question is whether you're willing to believe that your life is still unfolding, still full of potential, still worth shaping. Your story is not over. You don't have to accept a life that no longer inspires you. Whether you're 70, 80, or beyond, today can be a beginning. You can reinvent, rediscover, and reignite parts of yourself that you thought were gone. Don't settle for just existing. Choose to live with fire in your soul, clarity in your mind, and strength in your step. Every day you wake up is proof that your purpose isn't finished. Let that truth guide your next step forward. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start today and change the ending. Your future isn't written in stone. It's shaped by every choice you make right now. Choose health, choose connection, choose growth. Let your later years be your greatest years, not by accident, but by action. Because a life well lived isn't about avoiding death, it's about embracing life. Thank you.